Hello, my name is Alazar Musi, and today I'll be discussing informed consent. So, as explained by Theodore Remley Jr. in Ethical, Legal, and Professional Issues, 6th edition, informed consent is defined as the process of information sharing associated with possible actions clients may choose to take, aimed at assisting clients in acquiring a full appreciation and understanding of the facts and implications of a given action or action. So it's important to remember that counselors are in the business of wellness. As the ACA 2014 Code of Ethics states in section A.1a, the sole purpose of a counselor is to promote the wellness of their clients, right? Unlike with many companies and corporations of these days, counselors aren't looking for loopholes around the laws for their own gain. Counselors are strictly working with vulnerable people seeking serious help and support. So it's important to be cautious and not mislead or mishandle their clients. Section A.2 of the ACA 2014 Code of Ethics helps define what informed consent is, identifies the type of information that is needed, provides guidance on developmental and cultural sensitivity, and explains what to do with those who are unable to give consent or who are mandated clients. Now, I'm from the state of Texas, so we have the Texas Administrative Code, and so in the Texas Administrative Code, there's Rule 681.4 or 41. Under Bullet E, it explains that that prior to providing services, a licensee must obtain from an individual a signed informed consent, signed written receipt of information, or in the case of involuntary treatment or a copy of appropriate court order, including the following. So there's 8 things: fees and arrangements for payment, counseling purposes, goals and techniques, any restrictions placed on the licensee by the counsel, the limits on confidentiality, any intent of the licensee to use another individual to provide counseling treatment intervention to the client. 6, supervision of the licensee by another licensed healthcare professional, including the name, address, contact information, and qualifications of the supervisor. 7, the name, address, and telephone number of the counsel for the purpose of reporting violations of the Act or this chapter. And 8, the established plan for the custody and control of the client's mental health records in the event of the licensee's death or incapacity of the termination of the licensee's counseling practice. And so, as you can see, this is supported strongly legally by the Texas Administrative Code, whereas with the counseling field, it is an ethical, matter. And so, of course, there's also the sorry, there's the federal laws as well that talk about that address these as well. I did find a excuse me, still recovering, but I did find from a counseling center that I've been to informed consent form. And I would like to share this with you now. I'm going to share my screen. So for my informed consent form, there you go. They have 3 separate forms. So it's first the adult counseling form. As you can see here, there's all this information that you can enter in. Then, oops, I went too fast. Then we have continued. The notice for the center privacy practices. It's a HIPAA form. Then they have the center policy HIPAA acknowledgement and therapy consent form. you can see, it continues to the next page and the next page, and then something I guess I skipped over, but there's an adult. There's an adult one. There is oh, I'm not showing all of the forms, but there's also one for students or for underage, as well as a form for one moment. Let me just unshare my screen. Oh, stop share. There you go. What, this is messed up.